Another 3 NASCAR races, another new YouTube video from me. So, oh jeez, I just saw lightning outside. I'm Ross, as you know, and the last 3 NASCAR races, Pocono, Richmond, and Michigan, are usually the boring part of the schedule, but wasn't so boring. Taking a look at Pocono, the Truck Series, it was Kyle Busch getting his 64th career win in the Truck Series, and I believe his 200th or 300th win for Kyle Busch Motorsports on a last lap passer for Corey Heim, followed by Taylor Gray, Christopher Bell, Grant Enfinger, Christian Eckes, Ty Majeski, Christian Eckes, Dean Thompson, Ben Rhodes, and Matt DiBenedetto, with Austin Hill, Zane Smith, Jake Garcia, and Tanner Gray crashing out. The Xfinity race was good by Austin Hill on a last lap pass. Sam Mayer got second. Chase Elliott in his lone Xfinity race, third. Riley Herbst fourth. Daniel Hemrick fifth. Sammy Smith in sixth. Brandon Jones in seventh. Brett Moffitt in eighth. Parker Kligerman in ninth. And Daniel Suarez in his lone Xfinity race in 10th. Other notable, Ty Dillon in the lone 3-car in 14th. You have Justin Allgaier, Josh Berry, who dominated the race, trying to get his first win of the year. Tried to get back to the lead over Austin Hill on the last lap, and he ended up hitting the wall. Didn't finish. John Nemechek, Cole Custer also wrecked. Connor Mosack in the 19, Corey Heim in the 24. And the Cup race at Pocono, I was there. Hopefully some of you have seen my vlog from the race. Denny Hamlin gets his 7th win at Pocono, 2nd win of the year by putting Kyle Larson in the wall. Larson ends up 20th. He was wrecked earlier in the day. He spun out earlier in the day, came back to win stage 2, and then got put in the wall by Hamlin, and yeah, that was the end of his day. And I do not like the move Denny Hamlin did. It was very similar to the move he did to Ross Chastain last year, and obviously last year Ross Chastain deserved it. This year, well, Hamlin just wanted to win, and he thinks he did nothing wrong. So kind of delusional right there. So Tyler Reddick ended up 2nd, Martrix Jr. in 3rd. Toyota, great race for them. Kevin Harvick in 4th, Ty Gibbs in 5th, Christopher Bell in 6th, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in 7th, Harrison Burton in 8th. What? Eric Jones in 9th, Chase Elliott in 10th. A good run for Chase Elliott? Post-injury? Yes. And then Austin Dillon, Joey Logano, Daniel Suarez wrecked out early. Next up, we have this last weekend, the Truck Series regular season finale at Richmond. After a 1-hour rain delay, the race finally got started. Bunch of pit strategy. Ty Majeski dominated the race, and Ty Majeski dominated the race. He was on the pole, swept both stages. A pit rope penalty on the last restart. A pit rope penalty put him back in the pack. Put him in dead last. Drove back up to lead the race, and then got passed with 3 laps to go on fresh tires by Carson Hocevar, who started in the race in the back. So Carson Hocevar gets his, I believe, 3rd win of the year. Over Ty Majeski, Zane Smith, Jake Garcia, another great top 5 for him. Too little, too late for him to make the playoffs. Matt Mills in 5th for Kyle Busch. Corey Heim in 6th, Matt Crafton in 7th, just good enough for him. Nick Sanchez in 8th, Grant Enfinger 9th, and the one truck in 10th. I do not know how to pronounce this guy's name, Willie Salowich, or I think that's his name. So the Truck Series playoff field is set. The first race of the round of 10 will begin this Friday at IRP at Indianapolis, at the short track at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Shane Van Gisbergen is going to make his first oval race debut in NASCAR. He's going to run that race. So the 10 drivers competing for the championship in the Truck Series: Corey Heim in the 11 for Tricon, Zane Smith in the 38 for Front Row, Carson Hocevar in the 42 for Nice, Christian Eckes in the 19 for Bill McAnally, Grant Enfinger in the 23 for GMS, Ty Majeski, Ben Rhodes, and Matt Crafton for Thorsport, Majeski in the 98, Rhodes in the 99, Crafton in the 88, Nick Sanchez in the 2 for Rev Racing, and Matt DiBenedetto in the 25 for Rackley War. Great to see DiBenedetto in the playoffs. And my pick for the championship is Corey Heim. Could very well be Zane Smith, but I want Corey Heim. The Xfinity Series ran their lone race at Road America, although the last 2 years it wasn't lone because the Cup Series was there, but now the Cup Series left after 2 years. So the Xfinity Series are back to lone at Road America. Very great race. The best road course race, one of the best road course races of the season. Sam Mayer gets his first career win. He was already virtually a lock in the playoffs. So, yeah. Parker Kligerman with another great run ends up second. Austin Hill in third. Sage Karam, IndyCar driver, in fourth. Riley Herbst in fifth. Good point state for him. Josh Berry in sixth. Kaz Gralla in seventh. Josh Balicki in eighth. AJ Allmendinger in ninth. And Brandon Jones in 10th. Justin Allgaier, who was leading on the final restart, ends up 18th. He spun out. Cole Custer DNFing, Sammy Smith, John Hunter Nemechek, Chandler Smith with a hard hit. And the Cup race at Richmond, I was on vacation, so I didn't see the whole race, but I watched most of it. Chris Buescher. How about it? Chris Buescher winning at Richmond. Led the last 80 laps. And, yeah, RFK was on it. Chris Buescher gets his third career win. His second win with RFK. Already a lock in the playoffs, so he's good. Denny Hamlin in second. Kyle Busch third. Joey Logano in fourth. Ryan Preece in fifth. Oh, my goodness. Brad Keselowski in sixth. He led a ton of the race. A lot of the race. He won stage 2, but ended up with a bad pit stop, which put him back in the pack. Martin Jr. 7th, Eric Almirola in 8th. Easily one of his best runs of the year. Austin Dillon in 9th, Kevin Harvick in 10th. Tyler Reddick won stage 1. 2311 was up front early in the race. So Tyler Reddick won stage 1, and Bubba Wallace did lead at like 60 laps and then fell off. So, heading on to this past weekend at Michigan, the Xfinity race, John Hunter Nemechek getting his 5th win of the year. Josh Berry, too little too late for him, ends up second. Brandon Jones with his best finish of the year in third. He's looking at Darlington in Kansas to make up those points so he can make it into the playoffs. Connor Rose, Ty Gibbs in 4th in the 19. Sam Mayer in 5th, Riley Herbst in 6th, Ross Chastain in his lone Xfinity race in 7th, Parker Kligerman in 8th, Parker Retzlaff in 9th, Jeb Burden in 10th. Justin Allgaier with a penalty ends up 14th. And Chandler Smith, who didn't have a great run, ended up 20th. Carson Hocevar and Sammy Smith ended up crashing out. The Xfinity playoff bubble right now with 5 races to go. Josh Berry, virtually a lock, plus 126 above the cut line, so he's good. Daniel Hemrick, pretty good as well. 67 points above, 67 points to the good. Riley Herbst, 40 points to the good, so he just needs to have some good runs. Sheldon Creed, 18 points to the good. So then It's Parker Kligerman minus 18 and Brandon Jones minus 45. Everyone else does not. Everyone else needs to win. And finally, the Cup race in Michigan, which was today on a Monday. Chris Buescher goes back-to-back. Who would have thought Chris Buescher going back-to-back held off Martin Truex Jr., who dominated most of the race. He won both stages. He won stage 1 yesterday. He won stage 2 today because of the rain and stuff. And they chose different strategies. So Chris Buescher ended up in front, and he was able to hold off Truex. Denny Hamlin ends up third. Brad Keselowski in fourth. Another good run for him. Kyle Larson in fifth. Daniel Suarez in sixth. Great run for him. Ross Chastain in seventh. Kevin Harvick in eighth. Ryan Blaney in ninth. Eric Jones in 10th. William Byron, Chase Elliott, Alex Bowman, and Kyle Busch. Chase Elliott, William Byron crashed out yesterday. Alex Bowman crashed out today. Both Chase Elliott and Alex Bowman, who were in must-win scenarios. Elliott minus 40 and Bowman minus 20 with the stage points that Bowman collected. Elliott crashed out in the top 10. Bowman crashed out while in the top 10. So now they're both in must-win scenarios again. So we look at the playoff leaderboard. Kevin Harvick is a lock, plus 180. Brad Keselowski, pretty much a lock, plus 168, unless there are no new winners. Bubba Wallace with another great points day, plus 58. Ty Gibbs finished 11th, plus 3. So Michael McDowell didn't really have a great run, minus 3. Daniel Suarez, obviously top 10, minus 5. AJ Allmendinger, minus 24. And then Alex Bowman, minus 44, needs to win. Austin Cindric, minus 53, needs to win. Chase Elliott, minus 55, he needs to win. So the final 3, we have 3 races to go in the Cup Series regular season. The Indy Road Course, Watkins Glen, and Daytona. So after those 3 races, that will be my next NASCAR video, and we will do 2023 playoff predictions. So stay tuned for that, and yeah, that's it for me. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good night.